Hey, happy Monday. This week, I want to talk about something a bit more uncomfortable. And honestly, I think it's one of the biggest things I've had to learn about myself, not just in relationships, but in life. I think for a long time, I wanted love, I wanted closeness and connection so badly that I wasn't always discerning properly. And I do not just mean romantic love, I mean being seen, being chosen, being understood, and being held with care. I think there was a part of me that wanted that so deeply that sometimes I gave people access before they had actually earned trust. And when I look back now, I can see that so clearly. Not because I was foolish, not because I was weak, but because when you are emotionally hungry, almost anything that looks like comfort can feel convincing. I think one of the hardest things to admit is this. Just because you want something good does not mean you will choose it well. And love is a good thing. Connection is a good thing. Community is a good thing. But when you are in survival mode, when you are lonely, when you are trying to settle your heart with whatever relief is available, you do not always choose from peace. Sometimes you choose from need. And that was definitely true for me in certain seasons of my life. I've always been someone who loved love. I mean, who doesn't, right? I wanted depth, I wanted connection, I wanted real closeness. But if I'm honest, there were times when that desire made me open the gate too quickly. Not because people had proven themselves, not because they were safe, not because they were actually aligned, just because I wanted something real. And sometimes wanting something real can make you vulnerable to something false. And I think that's where doing well and actually being well are two very different things. Because from the outside, you can look fine, you can be functioning, working, building, smiling, posting, showing up, and people can say, "Oh, you're doing amazing, you're doing so well, I'm so proud of you." And those things are all lovely, they matter. But actually being well is so different. Actually being well is when something inside you agrees. It's when your spirit feels settled. It's when you feel solid in yourself. It's when your inner world is not constantly begging other people to confirm what you should already know. And that took me time to learn, a lot of time. And honestly, one of the gifts of marriage, one of the gifts of having a healthy partner is being loved by someone who reflects you back to yourself more accurately. There is something healing about being with someone who sees you clearly and speaks life with honesty. Not flattery, not performance, not emotional manipulation, just truth and love. And I think that helped me expose how many times in the past I had accepted less than that. So today, I want to share a few things that this taught me. Lesson 1. Emotional hunger can distort discernment. When you really want love, friendship, or closeness, you can start mistaking availability for alignment. Some people are available. That does not mean they are safe. Some people are exciting. That does not mean they are good for you. Some people make you feel wanted. That does not mean they have the depth to hold your heart properly. That was a hard lesson for me. Lesson 2. Survival mode makes you choose for now, not for the future. When you are just trying to get through life, you do not always think long term. You pick people who meet the need of the moment. You pick what suits you right now. You pick what feels like relief. But relief and wisdom are not always the same thing. And that was true in friendships too. There were people I let close who are not really good for me. Not because I was blind, but because I was not grounded. And when you are not grounded, your standards, well, they get a bit blurry. Lesson 3. Being loved well changes your definition of love. I think one of the reasons I understood this more clearly now is because I have experienced healthier love. Not perfect love, healthy love. The kind that is honest, steady, grounded. The kind that does not make you audition for your place. And once you experience that, you start grieving all of the places where you accepted crumbs and called it connection. Lesson 4. Vulnerability without discernment is not maturity. I used to think being open was automatically a good thing, but now I think wisdom matters just as much as openness. Not everyone needs access to the deepest parts of you. Not everyone should be in your inner circle. Not everyone who understands you a little should get to carry a lot of you. This is not being cold, it's called stewardship. Lesson 5. Healing helped me stop reaching for emptiness. Therapy helped me with this, to be honest with you. Really slowing down also helped me with this. Taking a step back helped me with this. Because once I actually started looking at what I was chasing and why, I could finally be more honest with myself. I could see where I was looking for people to fix feelings I had not fully faced. And once you face that, you start moving very differently. Not perfectly, but just more truthfully to yourself. So this is not me saying and shuts everyone out. And this is not me saying be cynical. It is me saying discernment matters. Pay attention to what hunger is making you ignore. Pay attention to who you are giving access to. Pay attention to whether you are choosing from peace or choosing from panic. Because the truth is, a lot of damage happens when we open ourselves from desperation instead of wisdom. And a lot of healing begins when we slow down enough to tell the truth about that. So here's a question for the week. Where in your life have you been given access before trust has actually been built? Maybe in friendships, maybe in romance, maybe in work, maybe in family, and maybe in the way you let people's opinion into your head. Whatever it is, as I say all the time, do not judge yourself. Just be honest. Because honesty is how you start protecting your peace without hardening your heart. And as usual, if you want the deeper reflections and the behind the scenes of what we're building, go to modernjourneyhq.com, sign up to the newsletter, and thank you for listening. I will see you next Monday.